I was literally kind of in a sleep, but then I woke up to come and tell y'all this message real quick. And no, I'm not possessed. No, I'm not. I'm here to tell y'all something real quick. And it's not just about being gang stalked or stalked. It's about anything that could potentially risk your life. Anything. Anything that can be foresaw as something that is life threatening. But in particular, stalking or gang stalking. I don't know how I got led down that rabbit hole a few hours ago. And I think the one thing that triggered me was the amount of gang stalking victims that were saying that the government is behind it. You know, honestly, the government, the way I look at the government, is that they're just people just like us. So be careful with driving yourself crazy, as far as like, oh my God, it's the government. It's like the Manchurian candidate and all this. Don't get so excited about it. You'll drive yourself nuts, okay? Listen, at any moment where you are being stalked or gang stalked, pretty much it's the green light to call on the demons. Yep. It's it. Oh, you got a corrupt church organization? Because there are a lot of corrupt church organizations. In fact, I would venture out to say that a lot of these churches are underhandedly stalking, gang stalking people, especially them Jehovah's Witnesses. Me and Jehovah, we just don't get along, bro. We don't. Me and Jehovah do not get along. I don't know who Jehovah is supposed to be, if Jehovah's supposed to be Jesus or something. I don't think so. But I don't know what is wrong with Jehovah's followers, but damn, okay? But let me get back to my point. If you got like a corrupt church or either like a fucked up coven or either like they say the Freemasons be up to no good and shit, if you got them targeting you, you need to call on the fucking demons. They're gonna assist you anyway, whether or not you like it or not. Okay? These are fallen angels. They're fallen angels. Okay, people act like, oh, the fallen angels. What that means is angels that fell down to earth. Pretty much what that means. Does that mean that they're just horrible and evil? Trust me, people are more fucking evil than demons. Trust me on that. People are fucked up, and no, it ain't necessarily the demons that are behind you being gang stalked. That's why I get so pissed off when I see gang stalking victims, targeted individuals, talking about, oh, they're Satan worshipers. They may label themselves as Satan worshipers, but Satan don't really have nothing to do with that. Sorry. Okay. In fact, no. You know what that means when you start going through something like that? I guess when God and people get it confused because y'all go by the Bible. Okay, let's talk about the Bible. Well, God is going to send you through trials and trials and trials for 10, 15 years straight. That's not God. In fact, I would say, I would venture out to say that God has either forsaken you and don't give a damn whoever this God is. Let me just say a disclaimer. God to me is love. God would never punish me for creating me for who I am and loving on people. That's all I do is love on people. That's it. God is the sun, the moon, Jupiter, fucking Neptune. That's God. Earth, God. Okay? Y'all may think of something different. Y'all think of God as like this complicated dude that wants to punish you and shit. No, no. But you know what? God can be cold because God is like, hey, I can see you humans down there going through your phases in life. Okay? But you're not supposed to go through just trials and tribulations for years and years and years. For years, just suffering for years. No, no, no. Call on the demons if you're being gang stalked. Quit saying, "Oh, the Bible. I'm praying." I'm sorry, but God is not hearing you for some reason. I hate to break it to you, but it just, what is it? Is it that you want to be a part of the club? Is it like a fucking sorority or some shit like that? Especially if you getting stalked by a man. Oh, that motherfucker will kill you. Okay? And the demons will stop him from killing you. There is nothing wrong with surviving something like that. That's disgusting. Okay? Now, when we read the Bible, God, the God of the Bible, somehow has a very funny response to grape of women. Come on, we all know that he does. God has a funny response. Wow, conveniently, you know, don't pick up that crystal right there that can heal you. Don't do that. That's the devil. Don't use the discernment that I gave you. No, don't do that. But that rapist over there, that's perfectly fine. Basically, oh, make the woman marry her rapist. Oh, oh, that, oh, who said that? And is it women's fault that that's bullshit? Because obviously, if a man has to rape you, I mean, get the fuck. Obviously, you don't have any desire for him. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Develop Stockholm syndrome? The point that I'm trying to make is this: is that you're gonna get fucked up in this situation. There's a reason why I have been through the fucking ringer for over 10 years, and that is because my demons have been protecting me. I only recently started acknowledging them. And I'm glad I did because there was a brief moment while being gang stalked back in it was like somewhere between 2018 and 2019. Guess what? I got alcohol dependent. Yes, your girl who hardly ever drinks. Like I do not drink like that. Okay? My tolerance for alcohol has gotten really low too. I can have like a margarita or something, but just to, yeah, I be, and you know what? My demons was like, oh, no, even though I do smoke cigarettes, which, is bad, but, hey, that happened. Like, I would have to get up in the morning. and have a drink. That was in my Lakshmi and Lord Ganesha days. Now, I'm not saying that it's anything wrong with Lakshmi and Lord Ganesha, but that was pretty messed up. Okay, it was difficult. It was hard going through what I was going through, and the alcohol helped. Okay, do I want to drink just to relieve stress? No, I tend to like to drink to have a good time. I don't like to drink to calm myself down. I've always been more of a happy drunk. If I'm gonna drink something, I developed alcoholism because of the energies I was dealing with. I wasn't quite vetted yet. And see, what demons do is they help rebuild your shield, because there are worse entities than deities like Satan. There are, like, everybody's always focused on Satan. In the meantime, the other entities are fucking destroying you and eating you fucking alive.
Is he hungry? No, I fed him. When? Breakfast, lunch, he's cool.
I don't get why people don't understand that.
Maybe,
Why would God let you go through that? Why would God send you through that?
Just give me a minute.
You realize that gang stalking can literally make a person lose their fucking mind. Gang stalking period, is very fucking evil. Denying a person their privacy, it's very dehumanizing. Tell you what else is great. Sexual harassment. Why do y'all think has any of y'all noticed, and I'm not a feminist, by the way, I don't need feminism, but has any of y'all noticed that nobody is even speaking about sexual harassment in the workplace anymore? So that means that these men just go to work every day and they can just pull their dicks out. It's fucking disgusting. When I'm at work, I don't want to see your dick. No, sir. No, I don't. I went through that when I worked at Sprint. It was utterly fucking ridiculous. Literally, this dude, and he was cute. He was cute as the fuck. But I didn't want to see your stuff, your junk, bro. And guess what? I got punished. I got punished for telling on him because he pulled his dick out in his cubicle. In his goddamn cubicle. Yeah. I'm at work, buddy. I don't want to see your dick. And it's not even, it's like, and, it's just, yeah. Anyway, back to the discussion. Here's what I think. Sorry, I'm watching a movie till I fall asleep. People are weird and goofy. I don't like weird and goofy. I like to feel like I'm on some normal shit. For years and years and years, I would have these visions and dreams. But then again, in waking life, I could sense and pick up on the people around me becoming possessed. And that includes family. And so I'm wondering where that was coming from. I can just about guess. You never know who's doing witchcraft on you. Doesn't make witchcraft evil. It's just that some people use it irresponsibly. Okay? That's just like guns don't kill people, people kill people. Same difference. It just is what it is. I see people that are being gang stalked, and I be thinking, sometimes I be thinking this person is not gonna survive. Horrible, absolutely horrible what they do. You know, working with demons is one of the most humbling experiences. It is. Some people need to humble themselves. There are a lot of people that are stuck on that Christianity thing, and they are just so filled with so much pride that they don't even care. And I've seen people that have been going through shit, and like they'll just be all like, oh, that's fine. Fuck this world. I just want to fucking go home. Where's home? Nebula? You talking about Nebula? What the fuck are you talking about? Home. That's bullshit. I don't believe in that either. You know, especially the whole concept of, oh, the world is evil, so don't worry about it. You'll be happy when you die and go to heaven.
I think he's hungry. Oh my God.
Do we get to eat food and have sex in heaven? I don't know. You turn into a clear spirit. So I don't know. You don't, you know, and then people are like, oh, who cares about the physical body? This is a concept that us healers cannot stand because it's just like, okay, I'm not going to say what I want to say. Oh, God. Yeah, it's, you know,
As a young boy,
and I'm not saying that God doesn't love us. I'm not saying that God is forsaking us, but I'm sorry, like, I actually do pay attention to the horrible, horrific shit that goes on in this world.
it means that you see
People hurting little bitty tiny babies and stuff and raping them and stuff, like
that's not
just horrible
how it
things
feels.
that happen in this world.
I'm going to uh,
You know, as a mother, I would rather call on a demon and knowing that my child is going to be okay or my loved one is okay rather than the other, because gang stalking is so fucking evil and demonic. I don't want to say it's demonic. I want to say that it's fucked up. I want to say that it's fucked up. Abuse is fucked up. Religious abuse is fucked up. That I wouldn't give a shit. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for saying that. Because people have no fucking regard for your life. Who has regard for your life? You. Other people don't give a shit. They don't. They'll step on your face. They will. So, and people will sit and watch them do it. You know, people will just literally just, you know, sometimes like there's no justice. Like we hear about shit on the news about people getting justice after they're dead. Like police are not really set up to necessarily prevent the death, even though I think that they do. Murder is not necessarily natural. Like, okay, okay. Like being murdered is like weird because it's not like you're dying a natural death. Someone else is deciding your fate right in that moment that they murder you. Okay. And that's really fucked up. But there's other things that are horrible that comes out of, because if you notice, gang stalkers believe that they have authority over you. They believe they have authority over every fucking move that you make, your energy, and how you feel. And until you call on demons, they're going to continue to do it at their fucking leisure, and they are never going to have to suffer any consequences for what they're doing. Demons bring justice whenever y'all get through. Otherwise, if everybody's like, oh, kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya, but then you got people that are fucking suffering and struggling, what the fuck about them? They're nothing. Those, like what's up with, I often look at the human race and I wonder what the fuck is wrong with people. People just sit around and do nothing. People just sit around and say, fuck it. They're just in la la land and they don't give a shit about what the next fucking person is going through. They don't. They don't care. As long as it's not happening to them, they don't care. So you know what? Work with the demons. I'm talking about the real ones. Asmodeus, Leviathan, Legion, Andromalius, Vepar. Work with them if somebody is attacking you. Now, you can't go to a demon and lie to them, though, because they're going to check you on it. You can't, like, y'all know how the stalkers will say, no, you're stalking me. What? Okay. I kind of literally forgot about you until you popped up again. A stalker can't go to a demon and say, so-and-so is stalking me. You're going to feel it. A stalker is going to feel it in their consciousness that demon called them out on their fucking lie. The problem, and so you have to really be true to heart, and they'll protect you. They will. Okay, now there's some of them I don't really like. Like, I'm not really into Moloch. Moloch gives me the creeps. The Ars Goetia demons? Yeah. Yeah. You know? Because what we're dealing with, I've noticed that gang stalkers, they use the word called directed energy weapons. Okay. They might be using stuff like that. Demons can shut those weapons down. I personally think that y'all are being attacked by energy, psychic attacks, but I could be wrong. I haven't looked into it. I've never had anybody ask me to look into something like that. However, demons can shut that shit down. Okay, we got this problem. Okay. Because obviously, if I'm not mistaken, directed energy weapons are supposed to be able to alter your brain or something, or they can cause certain aches and pains or whatever, or they can cause sicknesses and stuff. Well, Buer will actually heal your body and shield you. I love Buer. I love Buer. Yo, I do. He's an amazing healing entity. Love him. And people can judge you, but guess what? They're not being gang stalked. People will judge you. They'll say, oh, we'll go to God. You know what? A lot of people that are being gang stalked, and some people in this world that have just been done so wrong, they have a hard time believing in God. And you know what? I don't blame people for having a hard time believing in God. Believing in any fucking thing. I don't blame them. Because look at the world. Look at what you hear about what human beings do to each other on the news. Little bitty innocent children. Fuck. And so you can't just necessarily force people to believe in God with so much evil. So much evil, so much trauma that a lot of us have not been necessarily desensitized to. That's horrible. Now, I personally, even though I have seen the most evil, I have faced the most evil. That y'all wouldn't believe the evil. Oh my God, y'all wouldn't believe it. Oh God. I still believe in God. The reason why I believe in God is because I believe that God had a plan for that. That's just my opinion. Okay. And then, you know what? That's a very, very scary thought, thinking that our government would have something to do with gang stalking United States citizens or that's horrible. Because how would being actively gang stalked is fucked up. That's why I tell all of y'all, if y'all want readings or spell work, just come on. Shit. Because they not gonna stop until they die. So fuck it. Life goes on. And the one thing about me is that I would not let gang stalking stop my life from moving on, moving forward. Fuck that. And just, you know, honestly, the demons will destroy the gang stalkers. That's a fact. So then you don't have to worry about it. Hell, can I have a life? I kind of like life, you know. Don't ever let a gang stalker make you hate life. Don't do that. Don't let them do that. You're giving them power. You know what I'm saying? You're just giving in to them. So, quit quit trying to feel like you got to be innocent and holier than fucking thou. A lot of people are thinking, some of y'all are thinking, well, that means I will be going to hell. How do you know? How do you even know that heaven and hell exists? How do you know you're going to hell because of that? Trust me, if you're being gang stalked, especially added with all this bullshit that's going in the world, fuck, you already in hell. You already in hell, basically. Now you got to claw your way out. So that's just what that is. The average person being gang stalked gets really depressed, especially if you're being spiritually attacked. Okay. Well, damn. Especially if you're being spiritually attacked. That's fucked up. Especially if you got somebody practicing necromancy or sorcery, manipulating everything, manipulating you, throwing shit at you all the time. What did you think God meant for you to do about that? Did you think that God meant for you to lay down and take that? Mm. I think it's important to really, really talk to God, you know. That's my opinion, though. I'm sorry, it's too many women that end up dead. Women are being, one thing that we're not talking about either is the alarming rate that women are being murdered. We're not talking about that, are we? Too busy, preoccupied with dropping revenge porn and shaming and trying to disgrace the woman. Okay? We're not paying attention to all of the murders of women. And yet y'all still try to push a patriarchal religion upon us. that pretty much tells men to kill women. You know, if a woman is raped, stone her to death. Like, what? Whoa, whoa. Who wrote that? Those words I don't accept as God's word. That's why I don't read the Bible. God said that if a woman is raped and what did it say something about and she doesn't cry out for help, stone her to death? That's scary. That's scary. And I've noticed that religion turns some people into fucking lunatics. And they use the Bible to justify their actions. It's just the reality. Maybe if they would have left out all of those things, we wouldn't know. But we would still notice the off putting behavior. We would still notice what's being done. We would still hear about it. We would still witness it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and I just, just FYI, gang stalking is typically a target on a person's life. Gang stalkers do want to kill you. They want you dead. They have decided with their false authority that you're not worth shit. Call to Belial. You got some fucking man trying to dominate you and force you to be with him and you don't want him? Call to Belial. Call to Andrew Malleus. Call to Asmodeus. Asmodeus will help with that. Definitely, especially if it's a perverted ass man. Asmodeus has been really doing some amazing work on these weird weirdos that are into BDSM. Ew. I hate BDSM. I hate it. Just the whole thing just irritates me. Whippings and spankings and stuff like that. And, and I call my man daddy at least 20, 30 times a fucking day. Daddy, daddy, daddy. But he ain't no BDSM. Ain't no BDSM. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. That's some extreme bullshit. Not into it. Okay? Just is what it is. And you know what? When I experience an extreme of something, like an extremity of something, like for example, I have nothing against lesbians. I love everybody, right? But would I ever experiment with sleeping with women? Never, because of what I went through, being stalked by lesbians. I hate the shit now. For me, I hate it for me. I don't hate it for you if that's what you want to do with another woman, not me. If that's what you want to do, you do what you do. I hate it for me. Will never look back at it. When something has shown me that it is fucked up, I just and it turns me off completely. Turns me off. You know what I mean? And and you know what? Especially being that it's like hell. I was just doing something because I had some anger for my ex-boyfriend or something, and and I'm really not that. It's really not nothing to me. I personally don't even like to get. And okay, TMI. I don't like for people to go down on me. Like it's not. Like if because a lot of men really don't, they okay at it. You know what I'm saying? Some people just like that. I don't. I prefer, just, you know what I'm saying? I don't need that. Okay? I don't need that. Give me a massage, like rub my feet or something, like cook me dinner. I don't need that. So, anyway, I don't know how I got off on that subject, but I just oh, that's how. That's like literally, and I've been like that my whole life. I ain't really liked, head, right? Or fellatio being given to me. I just never really was into it. So then why would I be into women? Why would I be into lesbianism when I don't even really like that. I don't even really like it. You know what I mean? Now I know that there's some men out there that clearly have lesbian seagull fantasies. I don't like men that have lesbian fantasies. I don't want that. I don't, you know what I mean? It's not, I mean, I know a lot of, and I'm saying for me, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with a dude that wants that or expects that. Or like if two females walked up to him and said, "Hey baby, would you like to have sex with us?" And then he goes and cheats on me with these two whores. You're too whorish for me. I like hopeless romantic men. I like romantical men. I don't like, I like them loner types that are willing to be celibate for a certain amount of time. I don't like over sexualized men. I just no, I don't like that. And I don't like abusive men. I don't like you. If you're abusive, I don't like you. Please don't ever think I like you. Especially if you done did too much to piss me off. Don't come up around me. I don't like that. I do not like it. I don't like abusive women either. Don't come up around me if I don't like you. If I don't like you and you done something to me, stay away from me. Stay away from Jamila. Do not come anywhere near me because I'm gonna give you a dirty fucking look and you gonna and you just gonna be trying to force yourself on me and I'm gonna tell you to get the fuck out of my face or I'm not gonna say anything to you and I'm gonna close the door. Okay? Now, I'm gonna say this before I go. Just like we have figured out how to deal with incubuses and succubuses, we have a formula for gang stalking and their homeless spirits. The reason why gang stalking victims end up homeless, okay? Reason why you end up having problems is because of those spirits of homelessness and poverty. It is a fact that a lot of gang stalkers have poverty spirits on them. There's no rich person gang stalking people. They're not. Okay? Should prove it. Prove that you. I'm talking about actually prove it. You know what I'm saying? That you're wealthy and well off, and you're gang stalking somebody. That's some lower vibrational dumb shit. I don't respect gang stalkers. I don't respect it just as a totality. The shit is stupid to me. But there is a certain group of herbs and stones, okay, that you can utilize. However, it may not be the same for everybody. So you have to be in contact with those spirits, the demons, to say, hey, what is the fucking remedy for this? This gang stalker or stalker, which is it's very bizarre, but if you notice, gang stalkers have the same MO. For some reason, they are obsessed with running people from their home. They are obsessed with you living on the fucking streets. They are really sick people. There is a formula for that. There is a way to abolish that and keep them away from you. That's why you're that way you're not homeless, right? Because that's exactly what they're doing. They have homeless spirits on them. That's a fact. They're like jinxie. They're like vagabonds, okay? Vagabond spirits, okay? That's what they have attached to them. And they're throwing them at you. So, and you can't learn that kind of knowledge being like a good Christian. You'll end up fucked up for life. You know how many Christians are like, I'm with the Lord, but they end up on the streets? Happens all the damn time. It's a damn shame. You know, ain't nothing wrong with prayer. I pray to Yemaya a lot. Yemaya, I pray to her a lot. I pray to Hecate. I pray to my spirits and gods. I do. And Jamila, oh my God, it's been forever. I missed your pretty voice and gorgeous face. You nailing this message to T. Thank you, Zenaida Servant. I don't remember you. Are you somebody that, hmm, yeah. Hey, welcome back. Glad to see you here. Thank you. Um, there's a formula for that, to abolish that, to get that out of your life and to keep it out of your life and to protect yourself. You're not gonna, you're, I mean, I guess God could give you that discernment, but in order for you to figure it out, you would have to do planetary divination because it's connected to planetary correspondences, which would probably be some form of a tarot deck or either an oracle deck of cards. That's how you learn the formula of what you need. Oh, yeah, I do kind of remember you. Nice. Well, I appreciate you. Ain't seen you in a while. Cool. Have you, question, I'm curious, have you been getting my notifications? Because, hmm, yeah, YouTube and their notifications. It's kind of perplexing. Yeah, guys. So, mm. And you know what I noticed about gang stalkers? They do have rituals. They're doing rituals. They're like energy with rituals with a certain intention, but they also have spirits on them. So you have to be careful with that. You have to say, hey, I'm putting up a barrier. Your spirits can't come to me. Your spirits can't invade. That's it. Goodbye. You know what I mean? Because that I don't know, all gang stalkers for some reason. What is the reason why all gang stalkers are obsessed with making someone homeless or attacking someone in their home? They all do it. It's really bizarre, isn't it? I don't know. I appreciate you more because you have confirmed so much for me and know that is why I'm so happy now. Cool. Awesome. It sucks when your gang stalkers are your own blood family. Oh, that's a tough situation. It is. It's a very tough situation. But you know what? Even if they're not, I would say the way I look at that is it's possession, mind control that they're under. Okay. I truly believe that it's possession. But even if your family is not gang stalkers, they still can be affected by it. Like, gang stalkers love to attack family members. They do. They like to attack them. But yeah, that does suck really bad. Goodness gracious. That's some next level possession. Because gang stalkers are assholes. They are complete jerks. They have absolutely no damn appreciation or respect for human life or respect for people's privacy, respect for people's peace, the fact that people do deserve peace. They have none. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Do you, or are you being gang stalked, Zenaida? It's a trip. And you know what? Whenever I take on a gang stalking case, or just any client case where they're being targeted for something, to be used to facilitate money, lawsuits. Like, for example, if you work somewhere and a person decides to accuse you of something, like a customer or something like that, and they decide, oh, I want to get some free money. It's like a cash play. And you're the one that's chosen to pretty much be sacrificed so this person can get a big lump sum of lawsuit money. You know, that just really sucks so bad. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. I guess I fucking despise gang stalkers. I fucking despise them. And they hate me just as much as I hate them. First of all, I don't like how they throw their own life away. What a waste of a life. And then I think they're idiotic. Gang stalkers are idiotic. Have no respect for them. Okay? I don't. Because that's just, and it's so unnecessary. It's just so, unnecessary and goofy and weird. And I think is gang stalking like a new age thing or something? Because oh, they're so weird. They make you feel like, what I don't like about gang stalkers is that they make you feel like, they make it seem like we're in the afterlife already. I don't like the way they make things feel unreal. I don't like that. I am a barefoot to the ground lady. I don't like how they make you feel like everything is artificial. Not everything is artificial. How do I articulate this? Their energy is so off-putting that it's unreal. It's un. It's like being in a dream world. They're like in a dream state or something, and it's really crazy. I paid off our childhood home after my dad passed, and he didn't leave a will. My sister went behind my back and sold her part of the house, so I lost everything. Oh my God, no. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's terrible. People do some awful, awful things. Anyway, guys, as you can see, I'm sleepy because I had to get this message to y'all. I can't choose. Thinking off the top of my head, one of my favorite goetic spirits to work with is Asmodee. I gotta admit to that because I don't know why. I feel like Asmodeus protects my womb, and him and Buer had a lot to do with my womb healing, my body healing. But with Asmodee, it's because it is disgusting how people will try to throw spiritual work at your womb. And then also, as far as like the sexual dysfunction, Asmodeus actually helps when you're dealing with sexually dysfunctional, grapey type of weird men and women. And women. It's a lot of perverted women out there, man. It's a lot of perverted women in this world. I don't even want to. I don't. You know what? I can talk about certain things, but I just. I don't like no. I don't like it. Asmodeus really does protect from just that weird, goofy, like sexual thing that they do, and it's just like stay away and get off of my nuts, just and you notice how they're always talking about your vagina and they're always being sexual. It's just weird. It is. It's weird. Because energetically you are being, hey Stefan, energetically you are being bombarded with group sexual energy sometimes. And it feels like you're being gang raped at times. It's so totally disgusting. It's crazy. You know? Just want to sleep and wake back up. Okay. I'll let y'all go. I just wanted to come and tell y'all that real quick. Okay. Y'all remember, people are more evil than demons. That is a fact. Demons are angels. They're the fallen angels. Okay? People are horrible. People can be horrible. Protect yourselves, okay? Fight back. Fight back. Okay? All right, guys. Y'all have a good week. Have a happy Monday. Bye. What in